Hey everybody, Brian here with Cabinet Joint. We're talking about a base full door sink cabinet, BSFD cabinet. Came out about 2 years ago with Conestoga. Great idea. We have a lot of people that want to have full sink cabinet doors, but they don't want to open the doors and see the sink bowl. Okay, so this cabinet is kind of ingenious. I wish this panel was colored the same as the cabinet. It's not. You can always get some latex paint or whatever. It comes pre-finished clear both sides, but if you're painting, you can always paint that yourself. If you're stained, it's going to come blonde maple like that, and it's going to have to stay that way. But at least it covers up your nasty looking, inset stainless steel sink bowl, and all you have sticking out the bottom is the P or J trap like normal. Great. Now I want to make a couple comments here. This panel only really works out of the box with overlay, 1/2 inch or 1.25 inch overlay doors and hinges. If you're doing inset like we have here, I'm going to explain later in the video, we did this on purpose. This panel does not work unless you really widen out these C-cups. I'll explain that later in the video. I just want to say, don't use this on inset unless you're prepared to do some jigsaw work and be a little frustrated. So we're going to get on with how this goes together. When we did this and shot this video, we kept the cabinet back off to show you how I put this panel in, so you'll see that. It's just a couple of pins to put it in, very easy to orient. Just be aware when you open a base sink full door cabinet, you will have this kludgy looking little panel with some C cutouts, and you'll be like, what is this for? That's what it's for. So keep watching, learn a little bit about the base sink full door cabinet. Okay, so now that you know why the panel is on or provided with these base full door sink cabinets, I want to show you how it goes in. So this is what the panel looks like when it comes out of the box for you. This little notch here is meant to miss the spreader strips, and this little C shape is meant to miss your hinge bores. What Conestoga didn't want to have to do was move the hinge brackets down and leave a lot of unsupported door at the top. So these little C-shaped cutouts allow you to maintain your 3-inch centers on your hinge brackets, and then this panel will miss them. So you orient it like this with the L-shaped cutouts at the top and the C-shapes left and right, and just kind of tuck it in like this. And you're going to hold it as high up as it'll go, so it's kind of resting on the bottom of the hinge bracket. And what I'm going to do is just using no longer than 1.25 inch brad or staple. If you want to screw it, that's fine too. Just make sure you pre-drill. We're just going to go ahead and fasten it 3 places there, and then on each corner up against the back of the front frame. And that's all it's doing, is acting as a block for that sink bowl that's sitting in here. Remember, you're looking through the back of the cabinet right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. We'll come back and show you what the finished product looks like in a moment. Thanks. Okay, so we got our back on, spun the cabinet around. I want to explain a few things. We snapped our doors on. If you remember in the beginning of the video, I mentioned you only want to use this panel if you're doing overlay, and here's the reason why. This is an inset job. These hinge holes, or these little round circular cutouts, are so small, they clear an overlay hinge, but on inset, they don't. And so when you go to put the door on, it won't go through that hole. So then you get frustrated and you bang this panel back off, and you get your jigsaw and you widen the hole, and you curse Conestoga while you do that. And you put the panel back on, and then you go to shut your door, and the door will not shut all the way. It's standing proud. If you can't see that, it's standing proud. And the reason it's standing proud is the hinge plate, which stands off the back of the door by probably 1/8 inch, is now striking the panel. So it doesn't matter how big you make that hole, it has to get big enough to clear that metal plate on the back of the hinge. And now you're way out here, and I just think that looks ugly. I think you're better off just not using it. If you want to put it on, just know that on inset you're going to have to really clear that hinge plate, and I don't want to have you guys have to make multiple takes at that. Just make sure you're clearing that plate, and you're going to have to come on way out here and make it a square cutout. So just some thoughts. I'm a fan of these panels for overlay. For inset, it's just not worth the hassle. So there you go. We hope you enjoyed the video. We hope this helps you out at home as you build this base sink full door. You can always give your cabinet coach a call at 888-211-6482. Thanks for watching.